Hi, this is Melissa Antrum again, and I have to say something about Sonya Massey. And this is an extraordinary woman, young woman, mother. Her family just adored her, and she's just such a kind person, a very giving and loving person, and a friend to everyone. And I still haven't, I'm having a hard time with this one. I believe the officer that assassinated her, I think it's exactly that, an assassination. I mentioned in my first YouTube video about how my family is being targeted and they bribe people to attack physically, try to get you evicted, all kinds of things. And this is how they operate. Now, I have to kind of go into more of why I think that. There has been there's key documentaries on the Ku Klux Klan infiltrating the police force. And the way he reacted to her and assassinated her just because she said, "In the name of Jesus," or "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." I mentioned devil worshiping because the cabal, these pack of murderers, they're devil worshipers, and they think they can kill whoever they want. They hide behind their power, they hide behind their clout, and it's not the government as a whole. There's good people in government. People have fought and died to make America what it is as far as some kind of sense of justice, that there's a chance of a pursuit of happiness and justice. And so I'm not accusing all government or that's just government, but there are bad actors within government who have infiltrated with their own agenda that has nothing to do with serving the people and anything like that. Their agenda is mayhem. And I say that because I believe that Sonya Massey was targeted, obviously, and the reason why I say obviously is because it doesn't add up. I believe that this officer that murdered her and shot her in the eye, I believe it was all planned. I believe it was all planned ahead of time. I believe that she was targeted. And these group of white supremacists, Aryan Nation, Ku Klux Klan, there are multiple arms of the same organization that have infiltrated and now are dominating public office, politics, music, entertainment, sports, everything. But they're not invincible, and I know it's easier said than, and it seems like it's wishful thinking, but remember that these are just human beings, and yes, they have access to power and means and money and influence that they shouldn't have. At the same time, not only are they breaking the law, they're destroying human lives, they're killing people, and no one put them in office for that. A lot of these men, and women too, are involved, were not elected into office, and yet they're calling all the shots, and they're deciding who lives and who dies. And it's not just black people who are being subjected to this. Latinos are being subjected to this. Latinos, Asians, Native Americans, it's across, and white people. But when a white person is targeted, it's not called, no one looks at it as white supremacy. And so this officer, I believe, infiltrated the police force to kill people, to commit assassinations just like that. And it doesn't even have to be political. It's anyone that comes on their radar as a do-gooder or anyone that they're jealous of. They target white people all the time. But when white people are targeted by white supremacists, who's going to help them? And so this is a complicated situation. This brings me to the election that's coming up, which is nuts. It's crazy. And it's strange that Kamala Harris, vice president, had nothing to say and was invisible the whole time that she was in office with Biden, right, as his vice president. And then people knew he was having health problems. President Biden's having health problems. But he steps down, and then she comes out of nowhere. See, I believe it was all planned. It was a strategic move to put her in a position where no one could dispute it. Now, I'm in full support of black women But it can't just be any black woman. You know, you have to be about something. You have to stand for something. It can't be just because you're black. And because Trump's in the picture, Democrats don't feel that they have an option. And so what I believe is taking place is that they thrust her in a position where no one could do anything about it, where people who don't want Trump in office for obvious reasons feel that they have no options. And what's going to happen next, I believe, is it's going to be mayhem. Either way, this could happen, but of course, Kamala Harris being black, people think that, well, she'll do what's right or she'll do what's in the interest of black people or black women. Sonya and Massey was targeted, I believe, because of this election coming up. They believe these evil men who are in power, who are hiding out, they're hiding behind the fact that she's a black woman so they can target black women even more. The reason why I say this, and I'm going to go into a lot more detail later, is when I voted for Obama,